What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. I got my friends helping me today in the garden, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. You guys have huge help. I definitely could not be doing this all on my own. I mean, I could, but it would take a really long time. So what we're doing today is we're actually pulling out the strawberry beds. It's been a long time coming. I've been putting it off for several years because I don't want to forfeit a year of strawberries. But I said, you know what? After a while, I said this year is the year that we've got to do it. They've been overgrowing. They've been moving into other raised beds. They've become kind of invasive in the garden because strawberries, they spread a lot of runners, and if you don't keep them contained, they can definitely take over a space. And so what we're doing is we're coming in here and we're literally just ripping out every single strawberry. We're keeping the healthiest plants. We're keeping about between 40 and 50 healthy plants, and then we're going to plant them back in these beds with some fresh compost, top off the beds, give them some more fertilizer, really just kind of freshen things up again. And then it'll be about 3 or 4 more years before we have to do this all over again. Now, it's very important that you cycle out your beds. And a lot of people ask, Luke, what do I do when my strawberries kind of come of age where I have to cycle them out? And so what we recommend doing, and I'll show you guys what we're doing, is I recommend staggering your beds. The mistake that we made is we started both of these beds at the exact same time. And so both beds are the exact same age. What's really important is that when you start a strawberry bed and leave a bed empty without starting it. And the runners that come from that bed, are used to start the second bed. That means the second bed is always 1 year behind, so that when you have to cycle out this bed, you can use the runners from the fresh bed to start the new bed, and you'll get 1 more year out of the newer bed, if you follow what I'm saying. And that way you're always getting a harvest, because one of the downsides of ripping out all these strawberry plants and replanting is that next year we're not going to have any strawberries. So it's just a small inconvenience, but we definitely are going to plant both of these beds back up. I'm not going to stagger mine only because we already have all the strawberry plants. I don't want them to go to waste, and there's a lot of them. So it's super hot. I'm going to get back to work, but I did want to bring you guys in close, just kind of show you what we're doing and also why we're doing it. All right, so these raised beds are the beds that we started with about 4 years ago. And as you can see, the beds, they become very matted. And what I mean by matted is that you have lots of growth that then dies and grows back and then dies and grows back. And you get just all of this dead, decaying matter in here that really, it prohibits a lot of growth. And you can see the plants in here that are they're very patchy. And there's a lot of spots in here that don't have any plants at all. But there's just all this decaying matter, and there's really not a good amount of soil, because you can even see in the raised bed, we have about 6 to almost 7 inches where the soil has just depleted over time. And then if you start to get into the plants, like we've started this bed over here, we started pulling out all these strawberries. You get into these plants where you start to see exactly why we're pulling these out. So what you'll notice is that these plants themselves, they're very, very old. As they grow almost like an orchid, where every year the crown gets a little bigger. And some of these ones in here are absolutely giant. See the crowns on here? And what happens is over time the crown gets so big that it really does not produce well, because it saps more energy out of just trying to grow further and further up the crown, and the plant itself it's actually further and further away from the soil. So all those roots that die then have to push new roots, because the new roots actually come out of the top of the crown. All these lower roots actually die back, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that the strawberry plant just grows from a strawberry plant, but the strawberry plant actually grows roots from right at the base of the crown, and then grows roots down into the soil. And so it gets harder and harder for the plant to access water, nutrients, because the soil, it gets further and further away as the plant grows. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take all these, we're going to throw them over there, and we might have a use for some of those older plants. I'm not sure. We might use them as nursery stock to raise more runners. And then we have over here, this is our actual stock of plants we're going to use. These are new plants. As you can see, big difference in just how small that crown is. plants are a lot healthier as well. And then we also have just a few runners that we're keeping. We might try to root those for nursery stock and raise those to give away or sell. So we have some of everything. But yeah, we're just coming in here, ripping out everything. Even the aisleways, as you guys can see, the aisleways have gotten really overgrown. And then the real meat of the issue is production. The reason why we're pulling this out is because the plants are not producing as much. We've had decreased yields every single year. And the reason why is because as the plants get older, they just produce less. They get tired and they get worn out. And because they have less access to moisture, to water and nutrients in the soil, they have to work harder to produce fruit. And so by freshening this up, we're actually going to get way more yields in later years. So it's worth doing. It's worth investing the time to do it. And that's what we're doing right now. Look at all these plants. Shoot, there's like 10 in here. It's like a solid, solid mat of strawberry plants. What's up, Geneva? Okay. I know. So you get the idea. I'm gonna turn off the camera. We're gonna get back to work because it's super hot. It's like pushing 90 degrees today. So we're gonna just work really quick, work efficiently, and we might not be able to finish both beds today. I have to be realistic with my time, but basically we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing, and hopefully you guys get the idea. I'll show you guys if we do happen to finish. We might try to finish one bed, and then we'll leave this bed for another time maybe. But once we finish up this bed, I'll show you kind of what we're gonna do and what it's gonna look like. So we are all done for the day. I am done. We're tapping out. It's the heat of the day, and I do not want to have to be carried away from the garden in a bucket. So we're calling it quits. Like a sweat in my eye. It is like, this is definitely a lesson learned. Do not let it get this far out of control. It's certainly a good lesson learned for all of you to just know how many strawberries can come from just such a few plants. We started with 25 plants. That's it, 25 plants. And we weren't counting, but we have, I mean, just from the one bed and the perimeter, we probably had at least 600 to maybe 800 plants minimum. I mean, there were so many, we were just pulling them out at a certain point. So they spread really fast. One plant makes 2 runners, the 2 runners make 4, and they spread exponentially. And I actually have a video called Feed the World with a Single Strawberry Plant. It was kind of just a play on how fast they can spread. But I didn't even take my own advice, which is so unfortunate, because had I taken my advice, I would have done this like 2 years ago. And so I think the big takeaway for you guys is rotate your beds, stagger your beds, start one bed 1 year. If you want to start a second bed or a third bed, stagger your beds out so that you can rotate your beds through. That way you don't have to go crazy, you don't have to spread, you don't have to worry about the soil getting all compacted, because that's another thing that happened, is the soil got super compacted, really hard to dig. Even though we started with pure compost, it just compacts down, the plants start growing in and intertangling and intertwining amongst each other, and it just gets to be an absolute mess. So that's all I've got for you today. Shorter episode, but like I said, I am melting. So give you a quick overview of what it looks like now. You guys saw what it looked like before. And we still have not yet filled it up with compost. We've not yet planted. We'll save that for tonight. It's just too hot right now. So, all right, check it out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel reminding you to grow big or go home. I'll catch you all later. Bye. So here's what it looked like before. This is the bed we still have not yet finished. As you can see, just a complete mess. Walkways in the bed. And then this is the aisleway in between, all clean. this is the raised bed we emptied. Got that all done, and looks empty, obviously, but it'll look good when it's finished. And then here's the other walkway. But we had strawberries literally going over here and even encroaching into our Mediterranean garden. So we had strawberries going over there, and we even have strawberries, as you guys can see. I mean, look at this. They spread all the way throughout here. They spread over here. They're spreading over there. They're even getting into this raised bed here. So, you know, this is just like I said, it's just a mess. You got to take care of it. Maintenance is required to have a garden, at least a clean and orderly garden. You know, if you're the type of person that lets things just go crazy, you'd love this. But for me, I like to keep things orderly, keep things organized, and so that requires some maintenance. But once it's done for 3 years. You don't have to worry about it. So, but yeah, looks really good.